Hey guys, you know, the enemy's been working around the clock and to seek my approval because earlier when I was sleeping, they intercepted my dream and they brought in two people that I used to be friends with. I dropped these people because one of them made a mistake, said something to me like telling me like, "Oh, the government is targeting you." That's what he made a mistake. He never meant to tell me, you know. And the other one, I asked him who. He told me something about myself, like something I already knew. It's not about myself. Something about something happened to me. I only knew. He did not know this. So he used to be a friend, and when he blurted this little piece of information, no one would know. Only the jinn would know. You know what I'm saying? Only God and the jinn or demons. You know, they would know because jinns are all around you. You know what I mean? But anyhow, he he's the other one. He says something to me also. I never shared with him. So I asked him who told him, and he refused to tell me. He's playing games with me, and I hate when people toy with me. When I ask you a question, you answer me. Do not play games with me. So I end up blocking him, and before I blocked him, I told him I don't want to be friends with him anymore. Let's move on. And I knew him. I was 20, 21, or something like that, and he was 18. So we known each other for over almost 30 years. And yeah, over 30 years, And so I just decided to drop him because I'm like that. If I feel you're now on my side, we cannot be friends. So I have distrust issues. People who work for the enemy cannot be around me. You understand? I cannot be friends with you if I feel like you're working for the enemy. So I just keep writing people off out of my life. I am not one of these people who keep people hostage in my life because, just because. How the enemy, because I rejected the enemy tried every trick in the book to harm me because I said I don't want to join the Masons. I don't want to join the Luciferian satanic cults. I rejected that, and that why they went after me because they said, "Oh, you need to have respect for our religion." No, I don't have to have respect for your religion. Okay, your religion has nothing to do with me. Okay, you want to worship the false god? Go ahead and worship a false god, but I don't have to follow you, right? And they got upset. They got upset because I said I don't want any of this. Then I end up killing my mom, my aunt, and my father. Put my brother in a wheelchair. They put him in a hospital. They attack all of my family members because I exercised my God-given rights, and I said I don't want to join. And they kept lying about me to people to get people to join in their attack on me. So anyhow, to get back to the point what I'm trying to make, they brought in a dream state two of my friends, ex-friends, sorry, correction. We're no longer friends, and we would never ever be friends again. So whatever trick you're trying to pull is not gonna work. You're not gonna get to me through my ex-friends because they're not friends anymore. You understand? They know these friends try to call me and they try to get a hold of me, and I never return any of their calls. Okay? So you cannot trick me in or get me to accept something from you through ex-friends. You know what? Let's be franks here. My family, we're very close, right? You cannot get me to accept anything even if you come through my family. You understand? If you come through my brothers and sisters, I will not do what you want. You understand? You're not gonna intimidate me or try to, you know, breathe down my neck and telling me, or else you've tried to threaten me many times. You've done horrible things to me, you know, and I still not budging. I still never raised the white flag. I'm not gonna, you know, kneel to you or anybody. Okay? Know your place. I don't report to you. I don't report to you. I don't report to anybody. Okay? I'm a sovereign being. Well, the 144,000, the House of Abraham, are sovereign beings. You may want to oppress humanity because they don't know what you are. I know exactly what you are. Okay? I know what you are. You're not going to fool me. You know what I mean? Through your deceit and torment and intimidation and all of that. I'm not scared of you. I was never scared of you. I'm not scared of anybody. You know what I'm saying? No nation could scare me. No nation in the world could scare me. Okay? So now you want to make amends with me. After you killed my parents, my aunt, and put my brother in a wheelchair, trying to get people I used to know to get something from me or to get me to give you something, whatever, you know, it's not going to work. Nobody have that authority over me. Nobody could make me do anything I don't want to do. Okay? So, just leave it alone. Get the hell out of my life. You know, and whatever you have caused in the world, all I will be iznillah, I will undo. People will be free regardless what you say or do. You understand? The wealth is going to be spread globally, whether you like it or not. You know? All this oppression is going to go away, whether you like it or not. You know? I report to God, not to you. You understand? I report to the infinite. You have no authority or anything over me. Okay? I am not playing your team. I never was in your team ever. You understand? I'm free, spirited person, a free, sovereign being, will never be oppressed by nobody. Okay? No nation could do that. Name every nation in the world have no authority over me. Nobody. Okay? Nobody. Not Israel, not UK, not United States, not the Commonwealth country. None of these countries, not even including Sudan. Sudan has no authority over me. You know what I'm saying? Or nobody in Sudan have authority over me. You know what I'm saying? Sudanese as a culture are very timid. Look, they've been ruled by the government over 30 years and they've been stripped from their power and they put through a lot of harm by the Sudanese government. You think I'm going to listen to Sudanese culture? You know what I'm saying? They have no authority. Nobody. GCC have no power over me. Okay? Germany, France, Belgium, Holland, you name it. EU, not even Russia, not even Iran, none of these countries have power over me. Okay? There you have it. Do not go on trying to manipulate me through friends, ex-friends. We're no longer friends. Okay? The trust is broken. Don't try to manipulate me. What you want, you're not going to get from me. What you want, you will not get from me. Okay? So you know what? You need to write this off and move on with your life, because once the 144,000 and I, biiznillah, we get unlimited spirits. When we get unlimited spirits, you know what a spirit is? God created the spirit first, then the angel, then the jinn, and then the humans, the humanity, right? So this is a hierarchy. You understand? The spirit were created first. God is giving the 144,000 bi'ithnillah unlimited spirits. You know that spirits can destroy they can destroy you in a blink of an eye. You understand? The invisible army. You understand? You know that the invisible army is going to be given to 144,000. You understand? So you want to make amends with me now before this happens, right? Okay. I told you many times to leave me alone. When I tell you to leave me alone, you should listen to me. Okay? You should not continue to trying to intimidate it, trying to attack me, trying to do this, because what I command, as a commander-in-chief of God, God have chosen me to be the commander, right? When I command the army to go after you, you will be destroyed. So keep lying to these people and tell these people I'm insignificant. You've been telling people I'm not important, right? You're telling people I'm not important. I'm somebody who's blabbing on YouTube, on social media, whatever, saying stuff that not really based on fact, right? Keep lying to these people. I'm very important, and you're gonna find out how important I am. Keep messing with me. You need to get the hell out away from me, because I'm gonna bring destruction into your doorsteps. Okay? You're gonna find out, guys. You're gonna find out who we really are.